Hello everyone, welcome back to another Big Finish Doctor Who review. Now, firstly, I haven't actually scripted this at all. Usually I do, but I'm quite literally seconds off finishing the episode, so I thought I'll go straight onto it and just see what I can remember. I know that's not the best way of doing it, but there's just something I want to get off my chest regarding the 13th Doctor range at Big Finish so far. Vampire Weekend, the very first one, I really liked. I thought, okay, this is quite good. Obviously, I'm sure they'll get better, but for now, this is quite good. But then episode 2 came along, and I really didn't like it, and I'm fairly certain, I think it is the last one that I reviewed on this channel. I was going to review the third story, but I listened to that, really didn't like it. I'm aware that there is, they are trying to build, including in this one. This is spoiler free, so I'm not going to get into it, but it is just a fact that they are, somewhat linking the stories together in this range so far, because we are now 5 in, and in this one included, there's something linking them. That's all I'm going to say. Story wise, there is meant to be some sort of background overarching plot thing, and that is interesting, sure, but it's not really enough at the moment. And I confess I haven't actually listened to Ride or Die, which is like the previous one. Mainly because Big Finish have done this thing where they decide to make either 1,500 or less now copies of each story on physical media, and I get it, it costs a lot to produce them. They don't want it sitting in stock for ages, but they never repress them. So there's been a lot of instances like the very first volume of the Fugitive Doctor Adventures. I don't know if that's what it's actually called. Regardless, I reviewed Volume 2 like 7 months ago. I have got that on CD and in the box set, but I couldn't get episode 1. I missed out on it. Obviously, Big Finish isn't a cheap investment, so not everyone's going to be able to buy it on the day, and I've had to buy. Well, I haven't had to, but I chose to buy today's. Well, I say today because it's the 12th of March when I'm recording this and when this will be out, but depending on when you listen to this, that's what I mean by today. I say listen to this because I'm not actually here in the video. This is just audio. Anyways, I did decide to buy it, and with postage it comes to like £18, so for like nearly 20 quid, you want to hope it's a decent story. And honestly, with the Ninth Doctor range, haven't had that problem. I have actually reviewed every single episode of that on this channel so far. Check them out if you would like. And there has not been a single one like that I've not liked in any way. Like, sure, I've liked some more than others, but compared to this range, I don't think any, maybe Vampire Weekend is like the only one that is sort of gave me the same level of enjoyment as all the Ninth Doctor ones with Rose, I should specify. It's just not ideal in this story. I know I've not even gotten into it yet, but it's fine, and that's the problem I have. A lot of this range is just either not that great or fine. I've heard that Ride or Die, I have got it pre-ordered, but basically what I've done is, because I still want to collect it on CD, I've ordered the CD from elsewhere and not bothered getting the digital download, so that won't arrive till sometime in April. Therefore, I can't, it's pointless. I'm not going to review it now. I'm way beyond like this very small boat of people that would be interested in that. But I've not heard it's terrible, but I've heard that it's just fine, and obviously I will make up my own opinion on that. But yeah, it's just really weird. I don't know what it is about this range. I don't necessarily think it's the performances, but I know I am just not like the biggest fan of this Doctor and this companion together. But episode 1 did give me some hope of this range, but ever since it's just been sort of like, it's been fine, but nothing that really, certainly nothing that justifies the price. If these were free, that'd be a whole nother story. But yeah, I don't know. I know there's been a lot of complaining so far. I probably should just title this my problem with Big Finish at the moment. But as a collector of physical media, we all, well, we don't all, but a lot of us do like it, and that's why a lot of people as well have complained online about, as I was saying, because I don't think I actually finished my point on it. The Fugitive Doctor Adventures Volume 1 sold out very quickly, but I believe they did print quite a few of them. But then so many people missed out on it, including me, and they're not going to redo them. And it's like, well, if something's really, really doing well and lots of people want it, a lot less people are going to go for a digital download. And not to mention, that's what Big Finish are doing now for some ranges. I believe there's a new unit series. I don't really care, to be honest, for the unit stuff at Big Finish, but I'm not saying it'd be bad, but yeah, there's a new unit series, and that's download only. There's a new 11th and 12th Doctor series, that's download only. I know they're obviously just with impersonators, and I think you've got John. Yeah, is it John Coleshaw doing the 12th Doctor, and then I think someone called Miles something doing like, instead of Jacob Dudman doing the new 11th Doctor one. But like it's fine, and they're not that expensive. I mean, I'd hope not, but even so, a lot of people don't buy digital only because you don't really own it. Then it can, if the app got removed, or if something happened, or if you just didn't want to listen to it on a device, like I do because it's handy. But if you want to listen to it in the car or something, or just it's just, here I am trying to justify physical media. I don't need to. If you like it, you'll know why it's good. But yeah, it's just annoying. It's very annoying. And this story, yeah, it was fine. Honestly, I know I haven't really spoke about it, but which is ironic considering. But it's yeah, it's a historical. It's not the first in this little range we've had so far. I say little because we're only 5 stories in. I believe, yeah, episode 3 was also historical, but I really didn't like that one. Um, yeah, it included some interesting concepts. It wasn't. There was a couple lines I admit that I did like. I won't get into them because there's not really any way I can say them without quite literally just spoiling it. And this is meant to be spoiler free. So yeah, there were certainly like few moments I did like. Yeah, as you can sort of tell, is can sort of use a TARDIS very easily now, and I still wish they sort of explained that on screen, or I don't know if setting these between the specials, um, was the best. Well, no, I suppose are they set before Flux? Yeah, I'm guessing they're set before Flux. Still, that's what I meant. I don't know if setting them then was a great idea when they could have just. I don't know. They could have done something different, but I'm not against it. I just wish and hope that they will take it in a better direction because the stories so far have been so middling to me. I'm just waiting for something to stick out and be like really, really great. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to wrap this up here, apart from mentioning one more thing regarding just these sort of videos in the future on this channel. Yeah, it's a shame. Honestly, my overall rating, which I haven't forgotten, I know I do always do them, my overall rating for this would be 6.5 out of 10. Not even because it's not awful. I would give it a 7, but I just wasn't that engaged with it. And I never am. Historical London, it's not my favourite setting, to be honest. Certainly not in audio. I don't know why, it just doesn't vibe with me. But yeah, 6.5 out of 10. And I'm not necessarily going to review any of the other stories in this range, just because I'll listen to them. If I think it's worth reviewing, then I will. The reason I've reviewed this one is mainly so I can also get out everything I wanted to say. If you have made it this far, thank you. I doubt a lot of you have, because this is going to end up being quite a long one where half of it isn't really, well, more like 80% of it isn't really reviewing the story. But the only other thing I wanted to mention was the Torchwood stuff at Big Finish. Obviously, they are sadly wrapping it up. Really sucks. I didn't review Everyone's Dead on Floor 3, I believe it's called, the last one that they did with Norton. Because that was another issue where I missed getting the physical CD, and I didn't just want to get the download because I'm trying to complete all my Tortured Monthly range, or back when it was, CD collection, and yeah, so I've had to do another thing like I did with Ride or Die, or have done, I should say, it hasn't arrived yet, and order it off a different website. I'll get the CD in April, but I won't be reviewing it because it'll be too late by then. But I think the final story is coming out in May, I think, for the Torchwood range, because yeah, I think we have got one more this month, which is Curtain, I believe is what it's called. I will definitely be reviewing that, and yeah, keep an eye out for that, obviously. And if you're wondering, again, if you're new here, this channel, it's called SK Collected because it's me and my friend. We do completely different content. It's probably not the best YouTube format, but still, I make sure that I won't publish this video and Big Finish short videos to subscribers, because most of our subscribers aren't subscribed for that. This is just in the hope that it will reach some of the people who are interested in whether it's worth getting or not. And that's ultimately why I do these. And do I think this one's worth getting? I'd say out of all of them, yes, just to make up your own mind, but I'd be cautious. Just make sure you seem, if the plot really interests you from like any summary you read, go for it. But yeah, to rank them all in like order. I don't know if I've done that for this range yet, and I know I can't really for Ride or Die, but I can at least still say Vampire Weekend's number one. But out of all the ones I've listened to, I'd probably still have to put this one at number two. So, yeah. Well, thank you for watching / listening. I do apologise. The visuals will be very boring. Probably just the trailer on repeat. Yeah, I do apologise for that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video on here, which will probably be the Torchwood Curtain review. See you then.